everyone. This is Tracy Newman from the Navigators Tarot, and you can find me on Instagram and Facebook sometimes. And also too, you can find me on YouTube on Sleepy Wisdom. So without further ado, let's get into the feminine reading. Let's find out exactly what's going on with the feminine energies for this week. It's quite a dull day here today. Anyway, it's how it is when it's winter. Although we're moving into spring very quickly. Wow, we have the Hanged Man. These are past energies though. I think we're moving away from... Really, this is really interesting. The other reading that I did, the general reading, had to do with, in the past, a lot of the darker structures of the world that have been keeping the world pretty much in a frequency fence and a frequency of fear and pretty much entrapment. It's so interesting. They have now, that regime has now come to an end, pretty much. And we're in this interim period of how that's going to look in our outer world, but also too how that's going to manifest within as well for a lot of us. And the feminine now are in that interim period where, you know, there's been this subjugation of the feminine for so long in this toxic this toxic patriarchal world that we've been living in for quite some time. That of course, all of that has been manipulated by the darker forces to subjugate the feminine in every form. To rape and pillage the earth. She is the ultimate feminine of Gaia, and also then to subjugate the feminine in the human form as well, which has happened for quite some time and now is coming to an end. So those feminine energies have now risen into a lighter, higher structure and into a higher frequency. And now it is literally in that interim period where we are just sitting and waiting. It's a little bit like the faraway tree. I always get these images of the faraway tree when you're waiting at the top, waiting for a new world to come in. However, everything is just foggy and misty and you can't see anything. The old world has disappeared, but the new world has not yet come in. And the feminine energies are bringing forth. She is the leader and she is the way shower, and she knows exactly that she doesn't know exactly where she's going or how it's going to look because she can't see this new world, but she trusts enough within herself and within her own structure of what she sees as God within herself, within her cells, and she's very much in tune with her body of who she is, and with the psyche and with her emotional bodies as well. And she knows exactly who she is in every single way, and she has faith, and that is the difference. She has faith. It's not about belief, it's about faith. And so now she is just awaiting the new world and just biding her time, watching, observing, and knowing that all will be well, for she has faith in all that is and the God structure which lies within her own cells. Beautiful cards. Here we have, you know what I've noticed? It's interesting. I pick up this steampunk tarot, and all of them, everything that I'm looking here is all feminine. You have the Page of Wands in the feminine form. It's about taking action, but also it's a newness that she has about her. She is coming into her own. She's so beautiful and so nurturing, so tender and so gentle. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, both women, both sensual, both extremely beautiful in every single way. And then we have also too the Queen of Pentacles there. So there is this new structure that is being built, as within, so without. The feminine has done a lot in releasing a lot of the old energies that have kept her back. And now she's moving forward. She's moving forward from this mechanical world into something that is completely different, that has a frequency of its own, where everything flows and the energy is gentle, fluid, and nurturing and kind and loving. It's completely different from the mechanical world of the patriarchal system. Because as the frequencies change within, they change on an outer level. So everything will begin to shift, change. Of course, everything does just change form. Nothing really dies as such. It just changes form. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Another beautiful woman there and another beautiful woman there. The woman has worked hard. The feminine has worked hard to get to where she is. And she's now relying on faith. The Wheel of Fortune, as it rises and falls and comes around and goes down and then comes around and then goes up. She's worked very hard on herself. She's moved into these loving, kind energies of the feminine, of softness, gentleness, just awaiting the new world. The High Priestess too, she's very much in command of who she is, and knows that with faith she can do anything. She can withstand a storm, she can withstand anything and move quite fluidly and into her own, it's not even power. I really, because I think we misuse the word power, but it is power, but it's kind of like on a more gentle, kind, loving kind of power that exists within the feminine energies. And the High Priestess has wisdom, but mostly she works with the powers of faith and a knowingness, an inner knowingness and wisdom that she has. So together with faith, she can create absolutely anything. Two of Cups. This is about love, and this is pretty much about new love too, between, even sometimes between two people it can be. Feminine energies, yes. So moving from those old darker energies into this is the Justice and the Moon. So these feminine energies, she's moved into a completely different ionosphere, different world pretty much, and now she's just awaiting this new world to come through. But it's also too, with the Justice, it's also because we've actually moved from the darkness into something much lighter. This is also about justice for Gaia. It is justice for the feminine, who has been subjugated and raped, pillaged for so long, and has been driven pretty much by an outer force of fear, and also to which has infiltrated her core essence through wounding, deep wounding from past, and also too from the patriarchal, toxic masculine world that has been brought upon us by darker forces. So now we're moving into a completely different ionosphere of love and gentleness and without fear. So yeah, beautiful energies for the feminine. The feminine is just moving so quickly ahead. She can't really see, everything, but that's where faith comes in. She has a deep knowing within her own cells of exactly who she is and where she's going. But it is driven pretty much by faith and unconditional love for herself and all that is. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I have for the feminine energies this week. Lovely. Okay, so yeah, we'll see you again next week. If you haven't already, hit like and subscribe, and I shall see you anon. Bye for now.